painted monasteries of Bukovina were commissioned by Stefan the Great and other feudal princes in the 15th century, although some of the painting was done later in the 16th century. These paintings have been protected from the elements by huge overhanging eaves. The first monastery we visited was Humo, entering it through a huge gate in a wooden stockade. The later ones were surrounded by walls. Within these walls were beautifully kept gardens, but what struck us immediately were the external frescoes. Although many were badly weathered, we could make out processions of saints and martyrs and episodes from the life of Christ and the Virgin. The prevailing hues are reddish-brown and rich blues, and greens also appear. Voronezh is known as the Oriental Sistine Chapel, with superb frescoes on a Voronezh blue background. The donors are shown handing the monastery to the church. There is the usual procession of saints, martyrs, and lives of the saints, but particularly impressive is the magnificent and terrifying Last Judgment. Devils push sinners into the flames. Fish-tailed bulls, unicorns, and zodiacal symbols form a frieze beneath which Christ sits in majesty, above a chair where the deceased are judged and prayers for their souls counted. Before lunch we visited Moldavita. This is a smaller complex, and the frescoes were painted in 1537. There is a delightful siege of Constantinople, depicting Christians routing the infidel with arrows and cannons, and miraculous icons paraded around the ramparts. There was also a 2-story guest house in the compound with a circular tower. We had lunch in a Swiss-style restaurant called the Popusul Touristic Bukovina, with a water wheel and lots of wooden panelling. The countryside in this area is gently rolling, although we were quite high up, and we enjoyed the views. Suceavita was our next port of call, and this is the grandest of the monastic complexes, with massive whitewashed walls and steep grey roofs. The outstanding feature here was the glorious ladder of virtue. Flights of angels assist the righteous to paradise, while sinners fall through the rungs into the arms of a grinning demon. Then there was a long detour to Putna, where there are no external frescoes, but where Stefan the Great is buried with his wives, and so of great importance to Romanian patriots. Outside is a huge bell, which was only used to herald important events, such as royal deaths. This is the only monastery housing monks, while the others are home to the nuns who produce the exquisitely painted eggs. Our final monastery was Dragomirna, a massively walled fortress with sheep grazing in front of it. The nuns were cleaning the icons which had been kissed, and they were keen to close, so we missed the museum. However, we had a very successful day, with heads full of memories of Jesse trees, Last Judgments, and hymns to the Virgin.